Fine, thank you. So like reasons, right? What are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular? What are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons means suddenly super popular, right? First one, that is very less code. Very less code you see in Python, right? Very less coding. Simple syntaxes we see. Simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements, right? Multi-programming features. What are all the features we got in multi other programming languages? All the features we see here in Python. That's why we say Python as a hybrid language. Multi-programming features, right? Fourth, right? Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. Interactive mode given by Python. Every statement it gives response, right? Interactive mode, right? Wide varieties of applications. Many applications we can develop today by using Python. Automation applications, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications, right? In this way, wide varieties of applications can be developed, right? Many built-in functionalities, many built-in functionalities, right? Many built-in functionalities. Many built-in functionalities. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different domains. Many built-in functionalities, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules Python providing for various domains. Whatever domain you are from, Python has got a model, right? Whether you're from big data or data science or networking or testing, right? That's got models. So before I go, just I'll be starting with the practical part. So before we go, right, I need to say something about this Python versions. Python versions, right? Yes. Python versions. The first version, right? Python 1.x version, it was released in the year 1990, right? Yes, Python was in 1990. And the Python 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, right? Python 2.x. Python 2.x version, it was released in the year 2000. After 10 years, right, we have got the second version. Next, Python 3.x version, right? Python 3.x version, it was released in the year 2008, almost like 14-15 years ago, right? This three version that what we are using is third version, which was released in the year 2008. Latest version of Python, latest version, right? Latest version of Python. Python, right? Python, right? 3.11, right? Python 3.11 is the latest version, right? Yes. Stable version of Python, stable version, right? Stable version of Python, Python 3.9. 3.9 is the stable version. Stable version, nothing but mostly used version. Mostly used version, right? Yes. And the previous stable version, right? Previous mostly used one. Previous stable version. Python 2.9, right? Python 2.2.7, sorry. Python 2.7, right? Yes. So that is regarding Python version. The version what we are installing is Python 3.11, right? The latest version of Python. So Python installation hardly takes 2 minutes to install Python for downloading and installing. right? Python installation. So today we'll discuss like reasons, right, why Python is super popular, Python versions, Python execution modes, right? Python installation. Python installation, right? Yes. So official website of Python, right? From where we can download and where we can install, right? Official website of Python, right? www.python.org. This is the official website of Python, right? So just before I go with the downloading process, first I'll show you from the scratch, right? I'll just show it from the scratch. 1 second. So in the start programs, right? Yes, in the settings, right? Like apps and features, right? Apps and features. You can just scroll down a little bit, scroll down, right? Yes. Python 3.11, right? Just Python 3.11.2, uninstall, right? So let the installation go. Python is going to provide different softwares for different environments, right? For Linux, no need of any separate installation. By default, we see Python as a inbuilt within this Linux flavor, whatever Linux flavor you use, like Red Hat Linux, CentOS or Ubuntu. By default, we see Python, but for Windows and Mac OS, we are supposed to download and install. So Python for Windows environment, Python is going to provide different softwares, two softwares, right? Yes. How will you check whether your Windows is a 64-bit, whether it is 64-bit or 32-bit, right? So here, whether based upon, see, my computer, this PC, right? Right, say what are the properties? My computer, right? My PC or my computer. Right click and say properties. You can clearly shows 64-bit operating system. So now an installation is going on, right? Let the installation go, right? So meanwhile, we'll download Python, right? Yes. Go to this, okay, go to this Chrome browser, right? What is the official website? Yes, everyone, python.org. Python.org is the official website from where we can download, right? Python.org is the official website. So you can see this downloads folder, right? Downloads all releases. Downloads all releases. You can say scroll down. Don't go for active Python releases. Go for looking for a specific release. Looking for a specific release. Looking for a specific release, right? Yes. 3.11.2 February 8, 2023 it was released, right? February 8th means almost like 20 days ago it was released. Yes, click it. Scroll down, right? Windows installer 64-bit, right? Windows installer 64-bit. Yes, download is started, right? 24.2 MB. 24.2 MB, right? Yes. Okay. So download finished, just click this, right? Yes, your download that. Yes, for Mac OS, right? For Mac OS, see, observe this. Mac OS 64-bit universal installer, right? Mac OS 64-bit universal installer. You can see this for Mac OS for Windows. So just uninstallation is complete, uninstallation is successful. Now let the installation, right? So while installing, at the bottom you can see add Python to path, add Python to path. Select it first. Add Python to path, right? Go for customize installation. Go for customize installation, right? Yes. Within the customized installation, right? We have got the documentation, pip, ideally Python test suite, right? Don't need to select anything, but by default, everything are selected. Say next. Here also it will asking installation location. Installation location, right? So where this is installed in programs, Python 3.11, right? So if you see tomorrow, if you want to locate where is your Python installed, right? Then you need to go to C, users, Dell, app data, local, programs, Python 3.11. So remove all this, right? Remove all this. And just say Python 3.11. C/Python 3.11. So Python 3.11, a folder is going to get created by default, and into that Python 3.11 folder, Python will be installed, right? Yes. Install, you can select install. So it's better to select C drive, right? And remove that entire path and just say install it. So it hardly takes 1 minute for installing. Once it is installed, let us see. So 1 second. I'll show you later. I'll show you how to work with IDEs, integrated development environments. We in real time we use these IDEs, right? Yes. Okay, that's fine, right? Yes. Setup was successful, right? Setup was successful. Just close it, right? Okay, that's fine. Now let us check whether Python is successfully installed or not, right? Just say cmd and go to the command prompt. Just type this, right? Cmd, go to this command prompt, right? Yes. And say like Python, type Python, right? Yes. Say enter, right? Python interpreter and Python version is displayed and Python interpreter is getting open, right? Yes. Okay, that's fine. So here, whenever you Python, Python interpreter gets opened, the arrow symbol, and this Python version to be displayed, whatever we have installed, right? So here, any valid Python statements 4 plus 2 interactive mode, right? We can interact with Python statement by statement. Directly we can give as X as 10, no need to give the data type, Y as 2. What is X value? What is Y value? It gives response, right? For every statement, it gives the response X plus Y, X minus Y, X into Y, right? Yes. X into 2, X to the power of 2, X square, 10 square, 100, X equal to hello, right? HELLO, right? Print hello into 3. Sorry, X into hello. X into 3 means prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times, right? X equal to Ajay. Y equal to Kumar, right? Y equal to Kumar. What is the output? X plus Y, Ajay plus Kumar, right? Ajay Kumar, you get, right? Yes. Okay, that's fine. So in this way, we can interact. If we say quit, quit, right? Come out of this, right? Quit. It quits this. Next. Coming back, right? Yes, that is what Python is working successful, right? Official website python.org. If anybody working in Linux environment, right? If you want the latest version of Python to be installed within the Linux, right? You can just say you need to do everything from the root user sudo apt-get install Python 3.11, right? Python 3.11, right? This is going to install the latest version of Python in your Linux machine. Python execution modes, right? Next. Yes. Python execution modes. Two modes of execution. Interactive mode, second is like batch mode. Interactive mode and second is like batch mode. Interactive mode, here directly we type Python statements. Here we directly type Python statements. Here we directly type Python statements on the interpreter, and We type Python statements on the interpreter and the user can easily interact, with Python statement by statement. The user can easily interact with Python statement by statement, right? Yes. We directly type Python statements on the interpreter and the user can easily interact with Python statement by statement. So what is the advantage we see with the interactive mode means if we type any statement, it gives the response, right? So if you doesn't know about any particular functionality, right, you can directly type and you can check what output it is going to provide, what response it provides. To test the functionalities of Python, right? To test the functionalities of Python and to learn Python, right? Yes. We directly type Python statements on the interpreter and the user can easily interact with Python statement. To test the functionalities of Python and to learn Python as a beginner, as a learner, right? This interactive mode works better. But this interactive mode is not used for developing applications, right? Only for testing the functionalities of Python and to learn Python. But for developing applications, right, we go for batch mode like other programming language. Here Python also provides. Here we write set of statements. Here we write set of statements or batch of statements, right? Yes. Within the editors or IDEs. Here we write set of statements within the editors or IDEs and save it by using .py extension. Save it by using .py extension and later submit it to Python. So what do you mean by IDE? Means integrated development environment. So I'm going to say what are the various editors and IDEs, right? Various editors, right? From where we can write the Python code. Various editors. Any text editor, right? We can take for creating a .py file like Notepad. Within the Notepad, we can write Python code and create a .py file. Edit plus, right? Within the edit plus. Next, if you go for Linux environment, VI editor and nano editor, right? Nano, Notepad, edit plus, VI and nano. Okay, and various editors and okay, various IDEs, integrated development environments, right? Right, we have got many IDEs supported by Python like PyCharm. PyCharm is one. PyDev, Komodo, Spider, PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider. PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, Jupyter Notebook, right? Jupyter Notebook. So I'll be showing you how to work on this Anaconda distributions. So it has got different IDs, right? Like Jupyter, Spider, VS Code, PyCharm. So like not on one or two IDs, I'll be showing you on 4 to 5 IDs, right? How to work and how to download and install this IDs. VS Code, right? VS Code. So various IDs where we can write the Python code and execute. Like once we are done with a little bit of technical content, I'll just show you how to download these IDs and how to write the code and execute this code on these IDs. Next is like developing the first Python application. Using a editor, right? Developing the first Python application using editor. Example like Notepad. Example like Notepad, right? Open Notepad and type the following Python statements. And type the following Python statements, right? Yes. Up to now, we didn't discuss anything about Python, right? So we'll take two values, 10 and 20, and we'll just perform some kind of arithmetic operations, right? Addition, subtractions, multiplication, and division, right? X plus y, x minus y, x into y, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? Yes, just copy this to a separate notepad file. So I'm creating a separate notepad file, right? Save it, file, save it. I created a separate folder for this batch, right? One.py, right? Yes, save it. Now, okay, Python 7 p.m. batch, sample1.py, right? Now submitting this Python file, right? Just I'm writing this code here. Save as save as sample1.py and submit this file to Python as. Just open this command prompt, cmd, you can say within the command prompt, just type cmd, right? And say Python and don't say enter, just submit your entire file path. So in the C drive, right, within the C drive, right, we have got Python 7 p.m. batch, right? Yes. 7 p.m. batch / sample1.py, sample1.py, right? Say enter. Now we got the 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20, right? Yes, this is how to submit, right? Right, just give the entire path where the file is available, in which folder and in which drive, right? Just give it, save it. Okay, fine. So, but what is your observation here? But here we are writing the code at one place. So but here we are writing the code at one place. But here we are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place, right? So yes, we are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place. So we are writing the code at one place means within the notepad we are writing, right? Within the notepad we are writing and we are executing at the other place. Command prompt. And executing at the other place, right? Command prompt. But to write and execute, at the same place, we have IDLE, right? Which comes along with Python installation. Here we are writing the code at one place and executing at other place. But to write and execute at the same place, we have IDLE, which comes along with Python installation, using which, right? we can write and execute at the same place. We have IDLE, which comes along with Python installation, using which we can write and execute at the same place, right? Yes, we can write and execute at the same place. Okay, that's fine. We have what? IDLE, integrated development learning environment, right? Yes, integrated development learning environment, right? So yes, so here go to this start programs, right? Go to the start programs and check all apps, right? Click that all apps and check where your Python is available here. Python P, right? Yes, Python 3.11 IDLE, right? Integrated development learning environment. Click it, Python shell gets open. If you click that IDLE, Python shell gets open in this way, right? Here you can work with interactive mode just by saying and testing it, right? But if you doesn't want interactive mode, say file, new file, to work with batch mode, right? Yes. Okay. So here I'm writing the code. X value is 10, X value is 10, Y is 20, X is 10, Y is 10. Print X plus Y, print X minus Y, print X into Y, right? Print X by Y, right? X plus Y, X minus Y, X into Y, and X by Y. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? Yes. Save it. Control S, go to this path. Where your Python 7 p.m. batch ends. Yes, you can run here. Can you see here? You can write here itself. We can run option is available. Run module. Just if we say run, yes, addition 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Once again, I show you, right? Go to the start programs and you can see right where your Python is available in P. Python 3.11. Ideally, if you click, you will get this Python shell open in this way. It is in interactive mode. File, new file, write your code here itself and run module, right? Yes, run module. Yes, fine. So understood, right? So later I discuss about IDEs, right? How to uh, download and how to install this IDEs in Python. In real time we use IDEs, right? So like PyCharm is the mostly used among this. Which is the mostly used IDE means PyCharm, right? PyCharm is the mostly used. So, but I'll show you on multiple IDs how to run and execute mostly used. Okay. So next I'll just go with the technical discussion, right? And some of them are asking about, right? So I'll just for today, right? For today, just I'll extend the session by half an hour more, as tomorrow the link is going to be changed, right? So I'll just have some technical discussion like data types and variables, right? Data types and variables. Every organization, right? Every organization has got data and operations, has got data and operations. Data represented, right? Data represented using data types or variables. Operations represented using functions. Later we discuss about these functions. Using functions, right? Yes. So every organization has got data and operations. Data represented using data types and variables. For example, if you take the example of a bank, customers are there, employees are there, right? Customer name, customer account number, address, balance, that is what data. Operations means deposit operation, withdraw operation, transfer operations, right? So data and operations. So data, customer details, right? By using data types or variables. Operations by using functions, right? So if I take an example, right? Just observe this. If I compare if I compare like C, C++, Java with Python, right? With Python, if I compare, right? Python supports dynamic data types, supports dynamic data types. For example, in other programming language, if I want to create a variable like x as 10, compulsorily I need to define like int x, right? Without this data type defining, the variable x can't be created. Or y equal to 4.5 means I need to define float compulsorily. Z equal to hello means like string, string, string z, right? So here int float string x, y, and z, right? X, y, z. But in Python, no need to define int, float, string, these data types. Directly, I can say x as 10, y as 4.5, z as hello. In Python, directly we can say. No need of this data type defining. So what value you are assigning to x? If integer value, so the integer variable created. If you are assigning a float value, float variable creates. If you are assigning a string value, string variable creates. If you want to know the type of x, what is type of x? Integer. Type of y, float type. Type of x is what? In type of y is what? Float. Type of z is what type? String type, right? Yes. Type of x is int, type of y is float, type of z is string, right? How it is int? Because you have assigned a integer value. Type of y is float, why it is float? Because you have assigned a float value. Type of z is string, why it is string? Because you have assigned a string value, right? Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to discuss 4 cases to make you understand much better, right? About this, how these variables are defined. So observe this case 1. Whenever you define like x equal to 10, Whenever you define x equal to 10, internally one object gets created with value 10. It is going to occupy some physical memory location address. This address is given to x, this address given to x. So here three things you need to understand, right? Here three things. So what x is storing here? Don't say x is storing 10. X stores the address. So if we say print x means, if I say print x means, prints the content, prints the content at that address. Prints the content at that address. What is that? 10. ID of x is what? ID of x means address, right? Prints the address of x. Prints the address of x 103070, right? Print x means prints the content. Print ID of x means address of x. Print type of x is what? Prints the data type of x. Data type is what type? Integer type, right? Print x prints the content. ID prints the address. Type means prints the data type of x. Case 1. Understood everyone? How to print the content, how to print the address. ID is a function, right? Prints the address. Type is a function to print the data type. It is integer because you have assigned integer value, right? This is case 1, right? Yes. Now observe this case 2, right? Observe this case 2. Yes. Everyone try to answer this. Everyone, you can unmute yourself and give your responses, right? You can give a response through voice or through chat panel. I want the sessions to be interactive, right? All the sessions should be interactive sessions. So you can just give a response through voice or through typing in the chat. So if I got like x equal to 10, y equal to 20, how many objects are created? Everyone. Internally, how many objects are created? Yes.
2.
2 objects, right? Yes. For x equal to 10, one object with some address, right? This address is given to x. And y equal to 20, one more object is created with value 20 with some different address. This address is given to y. Now if you say, now everyone try to answer print x, what is the value it prints? Yes. Print x, what is the value? It goes to this address and prints the content
10.
at that address. 10.
10.
And try to answer what will be the ID of x, the address of x I want.
103070.
103070, right? Yes. Print type of x, what data type x is, right? X is what data type, what value assigned based on that integer type, right?
Integer.
Yes. Everyone need to answer. Print y is what type? Yes.
20.
Print y is, it goes to this address and prints whatever content at that address. And if you want to print the address itself, ID of y, right?
104090.
Yes. And the type of y, yes.
Integer.
Type of y is, as you was assigned the integer value, it will be integer type. Understood everyone? Any queries in this? Yes.
No, sir.
Two different variables xy with two different values 10, 20, then two different objects gets created with two different addresses, right? Observe here, two different variables, two different values, two different objects, two different addresses. That is case 2. Observe this case 3, right? Everyone observe this case 3. Yes. Any query in case 2? Anyone? Yes. Next is case 3, right? Yes. Please be in mute. I'm getting sounds from someone, right? Jagdish Balam, right? I'm getting sound. Case 3, right? Now observe x equal to 10, x and y also 10, right? How many objects are created here? How many objects?
2.
Everyone.
1, sir.
1 or 2?
1.
2.
Here observe carefully, only one object is created. Only one object with value 10 is created. It's some address, the address given to x. Before creating object for y, it checks any object with value 10 already available. If available, the same address will be given, right? If not available, then only if available. Okay. Okay. X equal to 10, y equal to 10. Both. If available, the same address will be given. If not available, new object will be created, right? So if x value is 10, y is 10, z is 10, right? How many objects created? 1 or 3? Values are x is 10, y is 10, z is 10. How many?
1.
Only one object. Its address is given to x, y, z. Means 3 objects with value 10, 10, 10 won't be created. Only one will be created, right? And its address
Yes,
is given to this. And if x is 10, y is 20, z is 30, how many objects?
3.
3, right? Yes. Understood, right? If what is your
Yes, sir.
observation? If the contents are same, only one object. If the contents are different, multiple objects. So here I can say x, y, and z, they are sharing the same content and they are sharing the same address, right? They are sharing the same content and the address, right? So I'll just take for half an hour more for today. So as the link will be changing tomorrow, so everyone need to get enrolled. We can see in the chart panel about the payment process and the procedure, and even the contact details of these people, right? Online team. Yes. Okay. So x is 10, y is 10, z is 10, right? Yes. X, Y, Z, they are sharing the same content. They are sharing the same address, right? Print x equal to, print y equal to, and print z equal to, right? That's going to print the same content to 10. And if you see the print address of x, and if say address of y, and if you say address of z, right? Print address of z. Address of x, y, and z, they are going to be the same 103070, right? Yes. So they're sharing the same content, they are sharing the same addresses, right? Yes. Any query in case 3? Yes.
No, sir.
Yeah. Now going to this case 4, right? Yes. Okay. Case 4, right? Yes. Does IDs contain only 6? Okay. Jagdish, okay. So the address, okay, I'll address by default where exactly it is for that address it is going to print. For example, if you take this interactive mode, right? If we take some interactive mode, right? Yes. X equal to 10. Print X means it will print a 10. It will print where, okay. Print ID of X means where exactly it is stored. Print ID address of X, where exactly it is stored. It returns that address, right? This is the address where exactly it is stored, ID of X. But just I've given some random address, right? And if you want to print the type of X, print the type of X, type. Okay, into type, right? Yes. Okay, fine. So case 4, right? X value is 10 and X value is 20. How many objects are created?
2.
10, X value is 20. 2 objects, right? Yes. 103070. This address is given to this 104090. 2 objects has got 2 different addresses. Up to here it's fine. But if I say print X, what is the X value it is going to print? Yes. Everyone try to answer what is the X value it prints.
10.
10 or 20 or both.
20.
Always the latest value it prints, right? Always it prints the latest value. Print X, print ID of X 104090, right? Yes. Right. Print a type of X. Print a type of X, right? Yes. Means integer type, right? Yes. So always it prints, and this object will be removed. Only X can store only one address, right? Yes. Whenever this new variable created, the previous one gets removed, right? Understood all these 4 cases? Any queries in this?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Now coming to this, right? Yes.
Sir, what if the number is in, like, if the number is 20 and the number is 40? The first number is 40 and the second number is 20.
Whatever the latest value, that latest value only takes 20 it takes.
Okay, it doesn't depend upon the highest number or.
No.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, next observe this, right? Data types, right? Yes. So I clearly said I'll be taking nearly 70 to 75 hours, right, for completing Python. Only Python, right? Python core, Python advanced and application oriented. Not like 40 or 45 hours. It's not like 45 hours course, like it's like 70, 75 hours we'll be discussing in brief. Oh, okay. So data types are of 2 types. Data types are of 2 types. Fundamental data types, yes. And collection data types, right? Fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental data types, object holding single value. What is that? Object holding single value. Example, object holding single value, right? X equal to 10, right? One object created with value 10. with some address, right? Yes. The address given to X. Here object is holding single value, object to holding single value, right? Yes. Collection data type means object holding group of values or multiple values. Object holding multiple values. A group of values, right? Example. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50. 104090, right? Yes, this address is given to X. Object holding single value here, object holding group of values. Object to holding group of values. Here holding single value, yes, object holding group of values, right? Yes. Here, right, fundamental data types, right, of 5 types. Fundamental data types. 5 types, right? Fundamental data types are of 5 types. Integer, float, boolean, string, complex. Integer, float, boolean, string, complex. Age 25, height 6.4. Boolean true or false, right? Boolean true or false. String, something, city equal to Hyderabad, right? Yes. Sequence, collection of characters, right? Complex, x plus iy, right? A plus ib. But in Python we say j instead of I, we say j for imaginary part, right? Right. Integer, float, boolean means true or false, city. Collection data types. First one, list, represented using squared bracket. Next is by seeing the braces only should identify tuple, normal braces. Set, curly braces. Dictionary, right? Key and value representation, right? List, tuple, set, dictionary, right? Key and values, right? So later we have got a lot of discussion on the collection. By seeing the brackets only should identify. Key value means age 20, age 25, age is the key, 25 is the value. Right? Yes, fundamental data types and collection types. So object holding single value is fundamental, group of values or multiple values, list of values, tuple of values, set of values. So we have got a lot discussion on string data type, right? We have got a lot of discussion on string data type, right? Yes. So just observe this, right? String. A string is a sequence collection of characters. Sequence collection of characters, right? Yes. In Python, a string is represented in Python. A string is represented first using single quote, double quote, and even like triple quote, right? Single quote in this way, right? In Python, a string is represented using single quote in this way and using double quote, right, in this way, and triple quote, right? It's string is represented using single, double, and triple quote. Each character of a string, right? Yes. Each character of a string is represented or accessed using a unique index, String supports two types of fingerprints. String supports pass to index and forward index. String supports two types of index, pass to index or forward index. Starts from left to right. Starts with 0. Pass to index or forward index. Starts from left to right, starts with 0. Negative index or backward index. Starts from right to left. Starts with -1, right? Yes. Pass to index or forward index starts from left to right, starts with 0. Negative index or backward index starts from right to left, starts with -1, right? Yes. So just one sec. Keeping all this in multi-line comments. Single line comment starts with hash symbol. Multi-line comment starts with triple quote, right? Yes. Starts with triple quote. Just observe this, right? X equal to Python within double quotes. Single quote or double quote are represented for single line strings. For multiple lines, right? Paragraph for 10 lines, you go for triple quote. So X equal to Python, here also one object is created in this way, and here Python Python, right? It's going to have some address. The address is given to X 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. Forward index are positive, and this is what backward index are negative. Forward index or positive, backward index or negative index, right? Yes. Understood, right? What is the value of x of 2 here? What is the value of x of 1 here, right? Everyone.
Y.
X of 1 is y. X of minus 2 is what?
O.
4, right? Yes.
4.
X of minus 2 is what? O. So in this way we can use, right? In this way we can use either forward index, positive or negative index. Okay. Coming back to this, right? Yes. X equal to Python. Python. Print x. Prints the string as it is. Print len of x, right? Len of x prints the length of the string. It prints what? 1, 6, right? And print id of x, the address where exactly it is. Yes. Y equal to programming. Y equal to programming, right? Yes. Print x plus y prints what? Python programming, right? X plus y means prints Python plus yes. Run module prints Python programming, right? Yes. Okay. So that's fine. This is what a string represented using single double. So we'll be we have got a lot of discussions, right? Before we go with this, we have got input output statements, typecasting operators, the other things, right? So any queries as part of today's session, right? Anyone? Like we have seen reasons which makes Python super popular, Python versions, Python installations, Python execution modes, right? Python data types and variables, how we are defining them, right? Fundamentals and collection types and string we have discussed, right? Yes. So as it was said, right, to say some technical discussion, I was discussing this. So we'll be going in brief and we'll be discussing a lot of things, right? Yes. So yes, this everything I'll be forwarding you, right? Yes. This everything I'll be forwarding you what I am typing. Yes, you'll be getting once you get enrolled, right? You will be getting the video, everyday video, right? Everyday video you will be getting to your Google Drives, and notes you will be getting to your Gmail, and a WhatsApp group is going to get created in tomorrow's session, right? A WhatsApp group is created where you will be added to that.
And how we will get the new link? Like,
So yes, one more thing, if you see in the chart panel, right, there is a message given by this online team, right?
yeah, for the payment, right? If we enrolled already, so
Yeah, one second, I'm coming. Can you see this message, right? So it's clearly they are saying, right? So once you got enrolled, right? Once you got enrolled, you have paid the fees, don't forget to send the screenshot of that payment to durgasoft online training @gmail.com. It is given in the chart, right? Durgasoft online training @gmail.com.
actually I have enrolled only in last week. So
Okay,
should
whatever.
I
So yes,
mail again then
so
for the
here,
new link?
so everyone you will be getting the link to the mail IDs, whatever mail IDs, right? You have forwarded, right? To the
Okay,
mail IDs, you'll be getting the link by tomorrow afternoon, right? Yes.
okay.
So any other queries, right? Anyone you got any queries related to this?
And one more thing, like we are discussing the technical part of this Python from today, right? So, do we discuss the architecture or something like how the memory management and everything will be done in Python?
Yeah,
Do you-
once.
So that will be covered in later session, right?
Memory management means what? See here, at today's session, I discussed that clearly. 1 second. So how this, whenever you define some variables in Python, a object created, it is going to have some address, right? How to print the address, how to print the content, how to print the tag. But for collections, I'll be discussing, right, how this memory management for the collection data types. Fundamental data types, whenever you create some value, internally one object created, it is going to have some address. The address is stored by X. If you say print X, it goes to that address and prints the content. You want to print where exactly it is stored, the address, ID function. If you want to know the type, what type it is, type function. Say print, directly it is going to print the value, right? And okay, just I'll take some 5 minutes more. If you see like 1 second, we have got like string methods, right? I'll take just 5 minutes more. String methods. So we don't want to write huge codings in Python. We have got simple, like we have got methods available like upper to print in uppercase, right? Yes. X equal to, like X equal to Hyderabad. There is a city like Hyderabad. Print it in uppercase. Print X means the string Hyderabad dot upper. That's it. It is printing in uppercase, right? X dot upper UPPER, right? Upper. It's printing in uppercase. Just check this. Yes. Run module check, right? Hyderabad in uppercase. Next, similarly for lower, right? Lower to print in lowercase, right? To print in lowercase. X equal to Mumbai, X equal to Mumbai, right? Yes. Print X dot lower. X dot lower means to print Mumbai in lowercase. Just check it. Mumbai is printed in lowercase or not. No need to write huge codings in Python, right? We have got built-in methods available, right, for performing. So you can see there is some numbers given by the online team, right? There is a new message given by the online team. If you have got any concerns, kindly contact the details, right? Contact details are given. The last message, what you see now, right? And for example, X equal to India, X equal to India, right? I want only the first character I only to be in uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. Only the first character I want in uppercase. X dot capitalize. Just observe this. No need to write code, right? Capitalize, right? Run module. Only the first character appearing in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases, right? Yes. We have got a method called capitalize. For capitalizing the first character, right? For capitalizing the first character of a string. Run module, right? Yes. India, only the first character I in the uppercase, right? Remaining all in the lower cases. Can you check this output again, right? Only the first character I only in uppercase. Remaining all in the lower case, right? Yes. Next, observe this. For example, x equal to employees equal to, right? Yes. X equal to good evening Hyderabad, right? Good evening Hyderabad. How many words are there in this? How many words are there? 3 words, right? Every word, first character I want in uppercase, right? Print x dot title, x dot title, right? Yes. Run model, right? Yes. Each and every word, first character in the uppercase, right? Title, right? If I say capitalize only the first character, but here every word. For example, employees, if we take, right? Rahul, Ajay, Blake, Miller, James, John, right? In this way, got some names. Print emps dot title. Each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase, right? Check it. Hundreds of employees or thousands of employees. If you got also, you can see this, right? Yes. Each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase. So what is that? Title. For capitalizing the first character of each word in a string, right? If each word in a string, upper, lower, capitalized title for capitalizing the first character of each word in a string. Next, we have got another method, right? Like swap case. For converting one case to another, for converting one case to another case, right? Yes. If it is in lower, converts to upper. If it is in upper, converts to lower, right? X equal to, for example, same good evening Hyderabad, right? Yes. Print x dot swap case. Converts lower to upper, right? If it is at upper, converts to lower, right? Yes. See, we have got a method called replace, right? For replacing a portion of a string. For replacing a portion of a string. X equal to, like we have got, like Java is easy. Print, okay, replace method x dot, within the x string, replace the word Java with the word Java, replace with Python, right? So what is the output you get now? X dot replace Java with Python and print it. What is that?
Python is easy.
Python is easy, you get, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Now here Java is easy and Java is simple. Will it replace each and every occurrence of Java with Python, or only the first occurrence of Java with Python?
Every occurrence.
Every occurrence, right? What is the output?
Python and easy and Java and Python.
And sorry, and Java, Python is, Java is easy and Java is simple. What is the output you get now?
Python is easy and Python is simple.
Right, Python is easy and Python is simple. So very less, easy steps, right? You won't see any complex words here, right? And we have got a method like count method, right? Count, to count the number of occurrences, of a substring or a character, right? Yes, to count. For example, a normal string, if I am taking, right, a normal like hello, 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 how are you? Print x dot, within the x is the string. In that I want count of which word? HELLO. How many times the word hello repeated, right? Yes,
3.
3 times. Run module. You got the count as 3. Right, hello, 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 right? Yes. I want a particular character, x dot count of a particular character h. How many times this character h is repeated, right?
4.
4 times, right? 4 times, right? Yes. For example, I'm taking some data like this. Multiple lines means triple quote, right? Multiple lines means triple quote. I'll bring some data. The C drive, data one folder. Within this data one folder, right? I got some demo1.txt. I got some data. Python is simple, user-friendly, supports thousands of modules, supports object-oriented programming. This entire thing, Python features, I am bringing it. So I'm pasting here, right? Yes. Multiple lines. If I use double quotes, only one line appears in green color. So Python provides different functionalities, different colors for different functionalities. String in green color, comment in red color, print function in violet color, keywords in orange color, right? So only one line appearing in green. So it is not considering the entire string. So use triple quote. Print. Okay. Now just data is the string, multi-line string. Print data dot, sorry, print data is the string dot count of which one? Python python, right? Yes. What is the count you get? Yes, in 10 lines 10 times repeated, right? What is that? Python you get. Starts with, ends with. Python is easier than Java. Print starts with x is the string. Is it starts with, is it starting with Python? Right. Is it starting with Python? Yes. Print x dot ends with Java. Is it giving Java or not? Right. Yes. Ends with Java is true. Starts with Python also true. Both are true, right? Yes. True, right? Yes. So yes. There's one more method called find method, right? Yes. Find method. To check whether a substring, is to check whether a substring is available or not. If found, it returns the first character index, else it returns -1, else it returns -1, right? Yes. What do you mean by this? For example, Python is easier than Java. The same string, if I'm taking a find method to find for a particular word, right? For example, here find, I'm just checking for whether x dot find, for which word you want to find, Java. Yes, Java is available. Then what it returns? The first character J index. What is the J index? It is returning. It returns. What is the J index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In this way, right? Yes. Run module 22, right? Yes. So 22 is the J value. For example, print x dot find, right? Yes. Hadoop, if I say Hadoop, what it returns? It's not available, right? It returns -1. If it is not available, it returns -1, right? Yes. Right? So like find method starts with, ends with, count method, replace method, swap case, title, capitalized, lowercase, uppercase, right? So we have got this built-in methods, right? We don't need to write huge codings here in Python. So in this way, it's simple steps. So okay, so more discussion will continue tomorrow at 7 p.m. right? Yes. So everyone get enrolled, right? For discuss once again, I'll show you this course content, right? So if you're not gone through this, right? Yes. Python basics, Python operations, Python operators in Python. So in operations like editors, IDs, data types, constants, variables, input output statements, type conversions, comments, strings, and Python operators, right? Arithmetic, comparison, logical, assignment, bitwise, and IDs, right? Different types of IDs, Jupyter, Spider, Anaconda distributions, right? Flow control statements, loop stating, strings in Python, indexing, slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections, right? List, tuple, sets, dictionaries, list. Lot of discussion on list, right? List indexing, list properties, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, different ways of creating lists, list modifications. For tuple also the same. Sets, yes, dictionaries, functions, different types of functions, arguments, categories, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, right? Recursive functions, lambda functions, map functions, modules in Python, different ways of importing, renaming, reloading, right? Package in Python, errors and exceptions in Python, right? File handling, how to handle different types of files, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, right? Class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, right? So where can you watch it again, right? Mohit Sharma, if you have missed today's class, right? Yes, you'll be getting the video of it, right? So I'm saying that tomorrow you'll be getting a Google Drive, right? Once you get enrolled to this course, you'll be getting the video every day. You'll be getting the link of the Google Drive. In that every day, a link of a particular folder you will get. Every day one video will be added, right? To that. And notes you'll be getting, right? To your mail IDs. The WhatsApp group will be created for discussion, right? Yes. So if you got so you have got the contact details provided by the online team, right? Can you see that up some details? If you have got any concerns, kindly contact us. If anyone has not received the link, even though if you got enrolled, you can just call those, right? Numbers. Regular expressions, right? Yes. Database connectivity. I'm going to show you the installation of one database like MySQL, installing, working with this database, different. So the class will be from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Today just I have taken some extra time. So daily the class will be from 7 to 8. Python date and time, right? Yes. How to use data and time, operating system module, right? OS module. So I will be discussing different models related to different environments, right? So it goes, Python goes for 2.5 months. Later, like I'll come back to that duration, right? Operating system modules, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, GUI programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python, NumPy, Matplotlib, right? And Django, who wants to go for full stack, right? Django introduction, frameworks, installation, applications, creations, views, templates, admin, models, different concepts and UI technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and MySQL, right? So clearly I said, right? Yes, it's a offer batch. So Python core advanced. So a lot of assignments tasks will be provided every Friday. So Python first, like Python, like core advanced application oriented modules for nearly 70 hours, right? We will be discussing. It takes 2 to 2.5 months, right? 2 to 2.5 months for this only Python, right? And apart from this, who go for full stack, right? You can go parallelly. There is a batch going to start this Sunday, right? This Saturday and Sunday there is a weekend batch for Django for 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, 4 hours, right? So we will be discussing HTML, CSS, cascading, statistics, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. Apart from this, right? Django applications creations with 20 applications creations plus project, right? Everything will be discussed for all this, right? It is actually 7K previously. Now it is an offer batch just for 5,000 and Python for 5K. Combined, it will be like 10K. Okay, fine.
Which IDE will be using, sir?
PyCharm is the mostly used one. I will be using the PyCharm IDE mostly.
Okay.
I'll show you on different IDs like Jupyter, Spider, all this, right? How to download and how to install, right?
And PyCharm is open source. Like, do we have to
PyCharm,
buy a license?
PyCharm is open source for Python development. For applications development, PyCharm professional is there, it's licensed. I'll show you how to work with that, right? Without taking license, how we can work within this, right? I'll be showing. Fine.
Sir, without the knowledge of Python, can we go for Django?
So Django first I'll be discussing HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, where no Python knowledge is required for it. So by the time these are done, right, your Python core gets completed, right? And if you go to Django also, you won't see like huge codings of Python you write on it.
Okay.
So some simple code. Already the .py files will already be available, right? People, you can go parallelly also. Okay. So yes. So combinedly, if you take it is 10K, otherwise it will be like later if you take separately, it will be like 7K or 7 or 6, right? Fine. So any other queries, right? Anyone? Okay. So the payment details is given in the chart panel. You can just go through it and take that contact details if you don't have got any that changed mail ID, right? Yes. So tomorrow the link will be changed to follow the new link. So same time at 7 p.m. right? Tomorrow a WhatsApp group will be created. Okay. So thank you all for your time. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow, right? Yes.
Sir, in how many months the complete course will be completed, sir?
Means
Complete Python full stack.
Python full stack, right? So I said 2.5 months for Python. If you go parallelly, right? That also like parallelly 2.5 months it goes goes completed within 2.5 months. But if you go one after the other, right? 2.5 months for Python and nearly 2 months for Django. 4 months to 4.5 it takes if you go one after the other.
If I go parallelly, can I get the certificate for complete Python full stack, or can I get the certificates for individual courses, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir?
Yes, yes, you can get the certificate.
Can I get the certificate for
You want a full stack Python, right? If you want certificate for full stack Python, they'll give full stack Python.
Yes, sir.
Yes, full stack Python you will take, right? Otherwise, like Python. Yes,
Okay, sir.
fine.
I will discuss with the admin team, sir.
Yes, about those things you can. They'll be guiding you much better, right? Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. So for wherever installations are there, I'll be asking you to just do the installation along with me parallelly. And Django applications creations, right? You will be doing along with me step by step until if anyone gets error, you will be sharing the screens, right? Yes. In Zoom. Okay. Fine.
Sir, one more doubt, sir.
Yes.
Like in my laptop, like I have OS Ubuntu OS. Is it like which OS is better for programming, sir?
Linux.
Linux, okay, sir. Can I go with Ubuntu, sir?
Already Python is available in Ubuntu. Just type Python in your terminal. Python gets open.
Okay, sir.
If you
Thank
want-
you, sir.
Yes, I can guide you, right? So
Okay, sir.
Python will already be available in Ubuntu or CentOS or Red Hat, right? Any Linux flavor, Python is already there. Right?
But if I want to use some IDs like Jupyter or like PyCharm,
Yes,
am I
you
able to use it, sir?
Yes, you can use it.
Okay, sir.
I'll show you, right? Yes.
Okay, sir.
So all the sessions will be interactive sessions. Everyone, you can ask any query at any part of the session if you got, right? And at the start of the session, you can ask that. You can post, if you get any error, you can post that error in the WhatsApp group, right? So everyone can answer it. Yes. Any other queries, right?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So if I'm done with the queries, I'm stopping for now. We'll continue tomorrow, right? Yes. Thank you all for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.